Okay, let's do the episode. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome to episode 134 of Draft Offsides. I'm with Tico and Enzo. My name is Keith. Enzo, you seem in okay spirits.
I'm in denial.
You're in denial?
Complete denial. Like that draw.
Complete denial about Tottenham, the Tottenham draw with Leeds. So you're in denial that you don't think it happened, or you just think everything's gonna be fine?
I'm hoping everything's gonna be fine.
Okay.
But I don't think it is. We're playing you next week, and Chelsea hates Tottenham.
What hurt more? The Tottenham Hotspur draw with Leeds, or the Arsenal disallowed goal, or the disallowed goal against Arsenal?
Oh, that's a good fucking question. I'm gonna say the draw of Leeds. Because the West Ham had already happened, so it is what it is.
Okay. We just argued about this for like 10 minutes off air, but do you want to talk about the disallowed goal just for a brief second at the top?
I think it should start with Tico first, because it'll be like a slightly unbiased opinion.
Okay, so we'll go around in a circle.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, you got to go. What do you think? Quick.
I think the goal should have stood. I don't think they should have gone too hard because there was so much pushing. And I thought the image they looked like the clip they kept showing on, at least on the TV replay, it was when he was grabbing it. But to me, when you watch the full replay, it seemed like someone like pushed him on there. But even in that short thing, there were so many like jersey pulls, Rice hugging someone else. So I think everything should have just offset, and the call on the field should have stood because I don't think there was enough proof to overturn it.
Good. I like that. Succinct.
A lot of proof.
Okay, my take is that it's probably a foul, but the fact that that's been being allowed all season leads to some really frustrating inconsistency. And like to Tico's point, all the grappling and all those things makes it, and just like there's been plenty of other examples that like I can share. I know Sergey doesn't really dispute some of them, but like I vividly remember like João Pedro getting punched in the face by David Raya, and I vividly remember some of these hockey tackles and like jiu-jitsu moves that guys are doing that aren't getting called. So I'm just saying that there's like a level of inconsistency, and like the football fan in me just wanted it so bad to be a goal. But I'm not trying to let that crowd the fact that I do, like at the end of the day, that like if you see that still frame, like these refs are just such nerds that they can't they have to call it. The same way with the Tottenham foul. They just have to call those because they just don't know any better. Okay, Enzo.
I feel it was a foul on the goalkeeper, but I've been saying this for every single time, but I've seen so many of these goals allowed, even with seeing that. I'm slightly biased, and I understand where Sergio's coming from, but when I see it constantly, and I've seen Arsenal constantly this season, and whether it's before the ball or when the ball's there, it's still impeding. I just feel like the refs are over-reffing, and they've let VAR make a big decision in the championship.
Well, the ref made the decision, not VAR.
But whatever. But you know what he means. Sergey, do you care to comment, or you just want to let the facts?
Of course I care to comment. That's the only reason I called in today.
Called it. It's like a radio station.
Okay, yeah. Please speak to us, producer Sergey. Speak to us.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so first of all, whatever happened to Raya is unprecedented. Nothing like this has ever happened in the past 3 seasons. No, whatever. If you want to bring in Arsenal's corners, we usually mess around with the keeper and put blocking and stuff before the ball is played. That's one. Second, usually when goalkeepers just go flop at the ball and just fall down, Raya actually had his 2 hands on the balls, where if he wasn't grabbed, he would have caught it. If not, punched it real good. Watch it again. He actually had his 2 hands on the ball. He had fouls on 2 people.
It was like this.
Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah. Go look at the picture.
He had his feet on the ground.
No, he has his 2 hands.
Yeah, but why isn't he jumping?
He did jump. He wasn't being pulled down. What are you talking about? He was being choked.
I feel like there's arguments there's arguments for your cause, and you're not making them. You're making like the worst arguments.
No, you're making Arsenal arguments.
Yeah,
and it's the same thing.
Because that's what you're bringing up. That's what I said in the beginning. The only reason everybody's all righteous is because this is Arsenal. If this was Everton, obviously if this was Everton, nobody would say anything because Bernardo Silva tackled the Everton guy in the penalty box. Nobody says anything. Nobody said it should have been a penalty. Now it's Arsenal. Oh, the ref called it. Oh my God. VAR turned it. Oh no. How could this happen?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. I think we'll leave it at that. I think we have different opinions on this, but I also think that it's just pretty shitty.
I will put the videos
for the ref.
I will put the videos in the podcast so you guys can see.
Okay, I don't know. I don't trust you to put the right ones in.
Yeah, so
that's my concern.
I would ask you not to do that. Thank you.
So if you want to do that, I hope that you can you can go back and look at some like the Chelsea João Pedro one. I'd love to see that video in here.
I'd love to see. I'd love to see Ben White on Vicario.
I'll put the Onana one.
Put the video, but put the video from the official like EPL YouTube page or like the NBC Sports page.
You think he's going to doctor him?
We'll get copyrighted.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. That was the drama. Sorry, everyone that didn't really care to hear that because they probably heard about it 1,000 times already in the last 3 days. But okay. Enzo, you're doing well. Tico, you're doing well. Everything's good with you, Tico?
I need 4 points from 2 Crystal Palace players and 2 City players combined on Wednesday, and I win.
Did you win? You clinch title?
No.
Oh, just for the weekend.
If I go 2-0, I clinch title. I need 2 wins to clinch.
Nice.
I'm up 50+ points in one and 80+ in the other. So
you guys are doing good. I'm going to win both my matchups, but it does not matter. It's too little, too late. I'm just looking like I might get 4th in both leagues. What are you going to do?
Consistency.
I got 3rd in both leagues last year, 4th this year. But in my league with Nate, we're in first place still.
Nobody cares.
High roller league.
Nobody cares.
Hey,
Most
Nate.
competitive league.
Hey, Nate, fuck you.
Hey.
Leave Portugal.
Okay, let's get into waivers, boys. Let's just kick it off. So we're doing waivers. We're doing the same thing again where we kind of like color-coded them. Enzo did it. I actually think you had some really some smooth ones in here, Enzo. The first one you have is Adam Smith from Bournemouth. Defender, 2% owned.
Mm-hmm.
He had 17.75 points, 6 points for the clean sheet, but that's fine with 11 ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in desperate need of a defender, this is like, he seems like a great one. He's on a team that's been undefeated. Bournemouth's undefeated like 16, 17 straight now.
Mm-hmm.
The Alex Jimenez thing, I think we really don't need to talk about that, but he is probably never going to play football again.
Nope. Well, not in England at least. Maybe France.
Yeah. But it sounds like Smith is the guy, at least for the next 3 games, 2 games or whatever.
2 games.
Like, yeah, it seems like that's a really good shout, especially if you're desperate. Another one, and so you have him as an orange. I would probably put that green, personally.
I just put him orange because of the City.
The City game?
The City game's his next game. The game after that, Forest, I think he should get some good.
I have this weird feeling that City's going to drop points again, and then the final weekend's just going to be like whatever. I really do. See. I think it's over.
I think it's over too. I do. It's over.
But yeah, we'll see. I mean, that's what it is. The next one you have on here is Kevin Danso, Tottenham defender, 12% owned, 10 points in the last game, averaging 10 points over the last 3, winning lots of aerials, has long throws.
Mm-hmm.
Next few games are desperate. It's Chelsea away, Everton at home. Those are really challenging games. You're counting them.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea are not going to make it easy. Everton is still playing for Europe potentially. So I think that's a tough one. But I mean, as a player who gets defensive contributions, it's not the end of the world.
No,
and it's not like I'd be weary if it was like a right back or a left back where you're really relying on like a lot of offensive points. But
no, he's doing a lot of aerials. So, and that's an orange again because of matchups, and it's Tottenham still. So.
Okay, next one on here. Harry McGuire, 40% owned defender, United, obviously. Slabhead / Dudley Dursley. He has his moments, right?
He does. He does have his moments, and he could score a goal.
Yeah, that's always a bonus. And I just feel like that last game, like they looked like they had no attacking impotence really, but their defense looked fine. And I think like a lot of players are going to be like already kind of checked out. And Forest at home next is a good matchup because I don't think Forest is playing for much. They're safe.
No, they're safe. That's it. Yeah,
they're safe. That's it. They have nothing else to play for. I wouldn't be surprised if they just, And I think a lot of people there's a decent amount of players that think about the World Cup already.
Yeah.
So I think it's safe to say that I wouldn't see a lot of goals in that game potentially. Brighton away, last game of the season could be a tricky one, but that's in 2 weeks, so you don't really need to worry about it too much. All right, those are the 3. Those are the defenders. Forgotten midfielders on here. I don't know. I would not put this one on here, but you put in James Maddison, 37%.
I didn't put those on. Let me just take that away. That was Tico.
He came out in the last 5 minutes and had a negative half point. Is this just a troll?
No. If you see James Maddison, if you see James Maddison starting, you wouldn't play him?
No,
not after what I saw in those 5 minutes.
He didn't play for 5 minutes. He also played for 20 minutes. He came on 5 minutes for the end and 13 minutes overtime made it
officially 5 minutes. But if I see James Madison in the lineup, I'm absolutely putting him
I just feel like he's still a ways away from really.
He looked very hesitant on the ball.
to do anything.
He looked very
I think
hesitant. Like even going into 50-50s.
Oh my god, that just scared me so much. Tico.
Okay.
That just scared me so bad. I thought that was I thought that was someone in my house. Tico, I thought that was someone in. I just for some reason looking at your thing and seeing the door open just literally like made my heart drop because I thought it was like someone in my home.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine.
You're good.
Okay, James Maddison.
James Maddison's is very risky. That's a red.
I hate that one.
That's just for a Tottenham fan that he doesn't have a Tottenham player on his team. He's like, you know what?
It's the same reason that James Maddison is on the bench for Tottenham. Really, it's just like more of a feel good thing.
That's basically what it is.
Not really. Yeah.
I like that.
The other one on here, Joelinton, 43% owned mid, came back for 2 games and played the full 90, 13.5 and 6.5. So that up and down. You know he's capable of doing a lot. Are there no better mids, really? This is tricky, huh? There's not much out there.
Everything was 55 plus, man.
Yeah. Let me I updated the heat tracker. Let me see if anyone's popping up just off the rip.
Let's see.
Let me see. Position, midfielder. Kobe Mainu. I mean, he had that 12-15. He had a 5.75 in the last game, which is not great. So it's still something.
But that's
right?
exactly what we said was going to happen, though. Last pod, we said that's what he puts up is 5s and 6s. You're not going to see those doubles.
Yeah, but he had 1 good game.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, this is tough. Ao Tanaka has been kind of like he had a 6.5 point game this last game after a 13 the game prior. I would be interested in that still. I mean, they play. Who do Leeds play? Let's see. Next week, Leeds play Brighton. Oof. Yeah, it's not a great game either. Because they're really playing. Brighton's playing for something. Leeds is like not really playing for anything anymore, right? They're pretty close to safe as well, huh? Enzo, I'm not getting any sound from you.
It's only Tottenham and West Ham now, though.
Yeah, that's it, right? Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's tricky. I mean, there's not a lot here in that sense. So I get it. I get why there's not much there. Okay, can we move on?
Yeah.
What about Zion Fleming? Tico, I know you're a fan of his, right?
He had a good game, but then he had a couple of bad games before that. I looked at him.
Yeah.
And it's Burnley.
Okay.
They're playing Arsenal next. Arsenal's going to try to troll up them. And then, it's not going to look good.
There's just other names. I would maybe take a risk on like a King Lewis Potter from Brentford too. I mean, he had a bad game last week, but before that, he was looking kind of okay.
No, he was looking good.
Brentford plays.
But this is if you've literally got nobody, that's who you pick up.
Like, we're literally just throwing out like darts on a board right now. It's pretty tough. But okay, those are the forgotten midfielders. Okay, then these ones are risky forwards. And I'm interested in these. I dropped some of these. The first one is Loam Chachua from Burnley, 7% owned forward. 2 great starts for Burnley in his last 2. And those seems like maybe 2 of he started the last 3, I think, and the last 2 he's played the full 90 and actually looked pretty good. And I think it's like new coach or whatever, interim coach, and just try him out. But he's like decent and he's scoring points in ways that I think we'd like to see. Some dribbles, some key passes, shots. The big problem is it's Arsenal next.
Yeah, I don't know if Michael Jackson get him to do well against Arsenal.
But I mean, it's Wolves the final week, so it is. I mean, there's not a lot there. It's a red. We're not feeling great about it, right?
No.
I actually like this next one a lot though. Mateus Mané, 37% owned forward. He had a poor last game, so I could see him getting dropped in a lot of places. But the few games before that, they were pretty good.
Ghost points.
Yeah, he's getting points the right way. Promising prospect. Hoping to make a splash in his last 2 games. And get a transfer. Fulham and Burnley are next. I think those are both juicy opponents. I don't think Fulham's playing for much. I mean, I think they technically are like
still in Europe. They're still in Europe. They're still
but barely. And I bet you a lot of those players are gonna be pretty checked out. And then Burnley is what it is. So I like Mateus Mané here. And then Rio Ngumoha, 34% owned forward.
Didn't
he came off early,
hamstring?
but it was like no, they said they claimed it was just cramps. So we'll see what that is. But and then the other thing with him, it's an easy drop if he doesn't start.
True.
You can maybe pivot to one of these other 2 guys. But questions for you guys: if you were to rank these 3 forwards, if you were desperate, you needed a forward super bad, how would you rank these 3?
Rio, Mane, and then the
Chachua.
Whatever his name is.
I would go. Go ahead, Tico. What were you saying?
No, I was going to say I would go same order.
I would go Mane, Rio, because I think Mane is going to start for sure. I just don't know if Rio's going to start. Like Wirtz was sick, right? So slow, slow side played in that middle. So I'm less confident that Rio gets a start.
I added one more on there.
Oh, oops, Kevin, 6% owned forward. He came on for 28 minutes and it's 7.5 points. That feels like very par for the course for him, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like he when he
comes off the bench
on,
oh yeah,
scores some good ghost points, and then get a start and it's just absent.
it's duds. But I think he's gonna be nice next season.
You think?
I think so.
I mean, when he got hurt, they were saying
hopes.
he's gone for the year, and then the fact that they brought him in and he got 30 minutes of playing time. So it's if he starts, if you're desperate, it's my work because like forwards are pretty thin too.
I was very surprised to see him come on because that was what we heard. But I like Kevin. We liked him at the beginning of the season. Just needs a little bit of time. He's young, Brazilian.
My guess is with Estevao announced he's going to miss the World Cup, Rodrigo injured, I think he just wants to get some games under him in case he gets picked as like one of the younger people.
I think
there's no way that he goes ahead of Ryan.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I don't think so either.
Ahead of who?
Ryan
from
Adley.
Bournemouth. Yeah.
He's pretty good.
You're looking confused over there.
I mean,
all right.
It's not for like one spot, but it's like a 25-man roster.
No, I know, but I just think that there's only a few spots that are. How many spots are there for grabs?
I was gonna say you got Vinny, Rafinha, and then who else is there?
Is Rodrigo healthy?
No, Rodrigo's out.
He's out. He's done. Right?
Yeah.
You take him over Neymar?
Neymar got called up.
Oh, did he? Nice.
No, he didn't.
He did.
Did Brazil not announce their World Cup squad already?
No one has. This is like the when they invite like 25 people, they narrow it down. Yeah, Neymar's part of it, and he just had like a great game.
Nice, yeah. But he slapped somebody, so he might not be on the team no more.
It's all right. Robinho's son.
I feel like it's like Neymar calling up Neymar though. It's almost like a distraction from the rest of the team. Having like a guy like he would need to really know what his role is on the team.
I was gonna say, I think you're hoping he's matured as a player because he's such a talent, man. And you feel like you benefit more of him being there than not having him there.
If he understands that he's not maybe starting every game, you know, if he comes in thinking he's the man still, because he was the man for Brazil for how many years, you know. If he comes in is like kind of is a little more humble about it and is like, oh, maybe I can contribute off the bench and stuff like that, then you want a guy like that. But if you don't want him coming in and thinking he's the boss, and if he isn't starting games, he's throwing a fit. What do you think, Tico?
With the lack of creativity we have at the number 10 role, I mean, I think he should be on the roster because you could initially. I don't want him to be the starter from day one. So if they're not able to succeed, then you could always bring him back on as a starter, try him out in the group stages. Because obviously, with the more teams, you could go to an experiment. But ideally for me he would be like a super sub. If they're down, bring him on like the 65 minute. Yeah. Give him 30 minutes to like do whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay, that was a fun little derail.
Smells like desperation.
Now let's move on.
You know what desperation is? You putting stuff in the chat about the Arsenal. That's desperation.
That is very much desperation.
Yeah, that is a little desperate. But I'm not going to look at it now.
It's like, pick me, look at me.
All right, let's go to news and notes. Madness in the Bournemouth versus Fulham game. 2 reds at the end of the half. 10v10 second half. Very fun game to watch. I don't think I've ever seen a game go 10v10 that
that early,
that early, and then to have a whole half of 10v10 was very weird.
It was fun to watch. There was so much space in the field.
Yeah,
that was so much space.
Anderson and Crispy will both miss the rest of the season. What were some of the players? Anything interesting player wise here?
Some positive and negatives. I think positive was, negative was Wilson didn't have a good game, so hopefully he bounces back. He's been scoring well. I think he's still got like double digits goals and assists. Honestly, Bournemouth looked good.
Bournemouth looked good. They had a lot of players score high. I think it's funny because Fulham literally, I think their highest scoring player was Anthony Robinson with 7.75. Bournemouth had
Hill,
Truffert 20.5, Adam Smith 17.75, James Hill 16.25, Ryan 14.25, Senesi 11.5. Yeah, so in that sense, like Bournemouth was just pumping as in compared. They look good.
Krupi didn't do well, and Scott didn't do well for them.
Yeah,
Krupi looked non-existent. Unfortunately,
Krupi so far in his career has not done much other than score goals. Like as far as like points go.
Oh, fantasy wise, yeah, no, it's just goals.
It's pretty much just goals. And that's something that like hopefully maybe as he grows, you can see him doing better. I mean, he is one of the most like the hottest prospects. There's a lot of rumors that he might go somewhere. in the summer already.
Really? It's his
So,
first year at Bournemouth.
I know, but I heard PSG's knocking on around, and a couple other places are kind of interested in him.
Mm.
So kind of interesting there. We talked about Anderson, Chrissy. They're the two that got the reds. They'll miss the rest of the season. I think Anderson's probably the one that you just
you care about the most.
You drop, you get out of there.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Jeremy Doku finding his shooting boots this week. A goal and a clean sheet gave him 10 points. 25.75 ghost points are impressive. Did he not have? Did he have an assist too?
No
assist. He just had a lot of
had a lot of crosses,
successful
a lot of
dribbles.
drills. Yeah, he was
kind of cooking Coyote on that side.
Coyote had no chance. Fouled him so many times.
I also feel like Coyote's a pretty good defender, and I just think that Doku is just like kind of at his peak right now.
He locked in, man.
Yeah, he's confident and just dribbling. I mean, he's been looking really good. I remember he played the United States in the last international break, and was that last month? And I would remember watching him being I don't remember him being this good. You know,
this is his best season.
Maybe it's just but it's only been the last little bit though, because I think he scored 4 goals all season, and then in the last 6 games he scored 5 or something like that.
He did really well at the beginning of the season. Then he had that lull where he got injured, and it was on back and forth. And then at the end of the season, I think he's been really good.
All right, just tell me where if you had a guess right now, where is he going? Where is he getting drafted? Don't say first round, say 10th pick. Tell me kind of right around what pick you think. So that without thinking about it too much.
So 12th pick.
So you're thinking end of the first, beginning of the second, depending on if you're in a 10 or 12 man. What about you, Tico?
8th, 9th.
He's going early.
I'm thinking 15. Because I'm thinking that's interesting. My thoughts are that he's only doing it late at the end of the season, and then the whole Pep thing. It's there's a lot of uncertainty. I think it changes if another coach comes in a little bit, but yeah. I think this it's always that recency bias thing where if he continues to cook and he has a good World Cup too, I think people are going to want to.
Because you got to think too, there's Semenyo on that team. Bernardo Silva's going to be gone, so maybe Foden. Don't get me wrong, Semenyo's been having an awful last few games fantasy wise and actually in the league wise. He hasn't done nothing, but just from what he did at the beginning of the season and what he did at the beginning with Manchester City, he's going to go higher than Doku.
No, he's ranked 22nd. Doku is.
Yeah.
He only started 18 games overall.
And what about Semenyo?
See, that's a concern. That's a concern with that's the City player. He's not an invincible. He's not an invincible City player the way that Holland is.
No. He got that many points in spite of that.
Yeah.
But Semenyo is ranked 4th overall. But if we do the numbers, how much of that was previously with City, I think it would be a different story. The other thing is, I feel like the wingers on the right side, not on the left side.
Yeah, they play on different sides. But Tigo, what I'm saying is that 18 starts is not good enough for a first round pick for me.
And that's not what I was saying too. I get the points, but then you got to say, okay, he had the 30 points 2 games in a row. But Semenyo was consistently throughout the beginning of the season and mid-season was scoring, and he played the majority of the games. So I hear you though, and I wasn't saying about both sides. It's just if you're going to pick a Man City player next season on the wing, I think most people are going to go for Semenyo before they go for Doku.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just tricky, but I'm just thinking about it from a draft perspective. I wouldn't want him to be the player that I base my whole team around if you think he's only going to get 24 starts.
Okay. In the last 6 games, Semenyo has 0 goals, 0 assists. He hasn't scored double digits.
We said he's having an awful end of the season, but before that, he was having an amazing season.
Or maybe
even when he started at City though, he was
it took him 30 plus games to figure him out, Tico.
No. What
are you talking about? Hold up. What are you talking about? He came out City, he got off to a good start, and then he went on this drought after 10 games or so. You don't think the defenders figured things out?
No, Tico, you're right. I don't know why I'm even arguing. You're right. Pull out the stats and everything.
I think defenders figure things out. I think Pep's maybe playing him in a different way. I think he could just be going on a little bit of a slump. It's the end of a season, end of a long season where he was at.
Played a lot of games.
Was he not at AFCON in the summer?
Yep.
Or was he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh no, he didn't.
Anyway, so
he didn't.
I think there's a lot of factors. I think it's hard to pin it down to one thing. But I just think that I think it's tricky. I think it's tricky to look at Doku and then look at the years of Doku and but I also think that changes maybe if he has an amazing World Cup. And it changes too if Pep leaves. I think if Maresca's in there, you look at the way that Maresca coached at Chelsea and you see that he's someone that starts the same players pretty consistently.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be as worried about the Pep roulette. So just those interesting thoughts. Okay, Haaland gets a goal and a not so rare assist. That's his 8th open play assist of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So 27 points and has just as many assists from open play as Bruno Fernandes, who is now pushing for the record for assists in a single season.
Yeah.
So that's a statement to him, and he's not expected to be doing that either.
No.
So then the question is why is Haaland having no player of the year shouts? He has 30 plus goal contributions. I think he's the only player in the league with 30 plus goal contributions.
Because it's going to go to
the
Declan Rice.
Is it the City effect? Is it like the same way that like Kevin De Bruyne was kind of like pretty undervalued a lot of times? Just like people just don't care because it's Man City.
Who got it last year? Was it a City player? I don't know if it is a City. I don't think it is a City thing. Honestly, he's put up some really good numbers, but it's the expectation of Haaland.
Do you think I think part of his issue is that he always starts so strong and he really slows down at the end of the season. And then when all these people are voting, they're going to remember Bruno coming on so strong at the end, even they'll kind of forget that he had a pretty bad start to the season. No, that has like a mental thing.
The problem with Haaland is what he's doing, he normalized it, which is not normal.
That's what I'm saying, the expectation.
I think that's a good point. He's a victim of his own kind of success in some ways.
Victim of his own greatness.
Yeah. Which is interesting, which is a shame. Again, biggest robbery of the last 5 years is Messi getting that Ballon d'Or over him on the City treble year.
Yeah.
But we'll move on. All right. Kusanov didn't play due to a knock. Ake played and instead did well fantasy-wise, 14 points. Is that worth looking at if Kusanov is still out? Would he be a streamer?
I think so.
Nah.
I think so.
No,
If Ake's out
feeling it. Against Bournemouth?
I don't know.
I'd be a little nervous against Bournemouth, but yeah. All right, next game. It's Everton. Let's talk about James Tarkowski, 30.75 points, goal and assist, 17 points from that, and the 13 goals.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most disrespected fantasy players, probably the last few years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Guess where he's ranked?
What?
5th.
First.
Overall?
5th overall.
As for defenders?
No.
Overall.
In the universe.
And then where... I can't remember, where did he get drafted? I know he's not getting drafted early. I think it's
like fourth round, right?
Yeah. But he should be higher.
4th round. Let's look. I think I can tell you.
I'll pull it up, Keith. I'll pull it up.
Because Doku got drafted late this year, didn't he? Didn't he get drafted like 6th, 7th?
Later.
Tarkowski was 4.9. Doku was 5.3.
Wow.
In our league.
In the 12-man.
In the 12-man. 4.9.
So in the 10, it would be lower most likely.
Yeah. So and so he went 4.10. Tarkowski went 4.10 in our 10.
It would be interesting to see if next year more first rounders go in the first round. More defenders go in the first round.
I mean, after this season, I think with the issue, and so it was funny, and I know you guys are gonna hate that I bring up his name, but Nate at the beginning of the season was talking to me about like he like had this strategy where he's gonna like pick a lot of defenders, and I told him, I was like, there's something to that, but the issue with defenders is so unpredictable. Who's it going to be every year? Like this, it's not like a forward player and stuff.
No, yeah, I think except for Tarkowski.
But I was going to say there's always a few names that kind of stay there.
Yeah,
and Tarkowski is one of them.
Gabriel, Tarkowski, Virgil.
The center back, like elite center backs, seem to be a little bit more consistent. When you look at like the right back, left back, like Daniel Munez is not having anywhere near the season he had last year. Partially injuries. Partially Palace, a little bit drip.
Selling everyone.
Anthony Robinson had a big injury, but he also had 10 assists last year, which was way over his XG, and he has no assists this year. But he also missed a quarter of the season, third of the season?
More than that, yeah.
Not more?
Yeah, a lot more.
So I just think that those positions are a little bit more fluid. So it'll be interesting to see where these guys go, for sure.
But I know I'm just going to move it on to next season. Pedro Porro for next season. If we're still in the league.
You say that every season.
If we're still in the league.
I mean, you look at...
Timber.
For sure.
Jordan Timber, sure, yeah. Guehi has been, besides that pass back, has been amazing. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, no, there's been good defenders, but I just like the ones I'd be nervous about, like Mateus Nunes again, Adrian Truffert, like some of these other guys that are up there in the top.
Would you be nervous about Hill too? Like all these Bournemouth defenders that have been tearing it up?
I would be nervous simply because it's going to be a new coach. So that's one level of unpredictability.
Right.
The fact they're going to be in Europe is another level of unpredictability. But so I think those are things that I would probably fade him because there always are a few defenders that overperform.
Yeah, he might have been the waiver wire pickup of the year. I'm so upset.
James Hill?
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
have the
I mean, he's
the
probably up
priority
there.
over me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Maxim De Kuyper, 36.25 points. Best game he will ever have. 2 assists and a clean sheet. Not scored well all season. Don't be a sucker who picks something up this week. I think that's good advice, Enzo, for the most part. I'm not really betting on that one.
No, I wouldn't either.
I mean, both assists. Well, one assist was from a corner. The other one was
yeah.
So it wasn't like this unbelievable thing.
It wasn't like he was all of a sudden Figo or Zinedine Zidane and all of a sudden pulled out a pass out his ass. All like that. So.
Yeah, fair enough. Last thing on defenders, I just want to call out points per game, which is, it's not the end all be all. I think we could look at points per start on the draft society if we needed to, but just like a little rough overview. Points per game. You guys want to guess who's the top 3? Top 5, I'll tell you.
Guehi.
Gabriel's 1.
Gabriel.
Okay, so 2 is Guehi. Yeah. 3 is Tarkowski.
Uh-huh.
So I think part of his thing is availability because he's played so many games too. Like that's a huge piece of why he's played 35. He's played 35 of the 36 available games.
Was a lot of their points, all 3 of them, from like goal contributions or clean sheets?
No, they all have 3 goals Gabriel, 3 goals Guehi, 2 goals Tarkowski.
Mm-hmm.
Tarkowski 3 assists. What's interesting that Guehi and Gabriel both have 5 assists. That's high.
That's high.
If you look at Tarkowski, I'm just gonna read off what he averaged for the year in the last however many years. 12, 10.7, 11.4, 10, 11, 11, 13, 11, 13. And some of them for Burnley. So he plays a lot of games. He's consistent. And he's doing it at 33 years old. So next year he'll be 34.
Do you think he's got one last year left in the tank of this production level?
Yes.
I think on a David Moyes team he probably does.
Yeah.
Yeah, if same manager, same team, he'll do it.
He's not doing
Okay, so then where do you think is fair for him to go? You think like late second, early
second,
third?
I would say early third.
Just because of his age. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Yeah. I like that.
So where does Gabriel and where does Guehi
Gabriel?
Do you think one of them goes first round?
No.
So, just real quick, I mean, if Mo Salah went first round, so should Gabriel. I have to jump off, boys, but just real quick on what I would say, why, in my opinion, defenders don't go out first round unless you're like the Trent, the Trippier, and like that caliber.
Which there is none.
There isn't any.
There isn't one right now. Yeah.
I think every year we find defenders on the waiver wire because we have an idea how the teams are was going to be like a more defensive team.
Yeah.
So it's easier to pick up. Whereas, would you rather take Tarkowski in like the 3rd round or gamble on a player like, I don't know, like Shirky this year we're gambling and we didn't know. So I think you want to go for the upside. Yeah,
that's totally it. Is that there's a lot more. The floor is way higher for defenders to score well, and you also can predict it a little more because it's not as individual. So if a team's doing well, you can pick up defenders from a team.
And you could also always stream matchups like whoever's playing like Tottenham or like Burnley's of the world. All right, I have to jump off. Venezia got promoted. They celebrated the canals. I don't know if you guys saw it.
I saw it.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Busio, they have a US guy on their team.
Oh, damn it.
All right. Then Tico.
See you, boys.
Peace.
Okay, we talked about the Arsenal West Ham controversy. Yep. Since Emmanuel joined City, he's averaging 9.86 and Doku is at 13.52. That's interesting. Sorry, that was just a random stat that someone put in. But okay. West Ham controversy we talked about. 0 red cards, penalties against Arsenal. Enzo just needed to throw that in there.
Just curious.
We talked about the Spurs draw with Leeds, 2-point difference between them and relegation. Now that's just me and you, Enzo.
Yeah.
Do you feel, I think that it's 50-50 again. I think it was like 70-30. Now I think it's on 50-50.
If we had won today,
it's anyone's game.
If we had won today, I'd say the game's done.
Pretty close to done.
Yeah. I think I would have said game's done. I think that would have just killed West Ham. But no, it isn't. Now it's only 2 points.
You guys, so if you guys get a win, I think it's pretty close to done.
Yeah, if we get a win, it's done.
It's asking West Ham to win its last 2 games.
Because technically, we could, if we win the next game against Chelsea, we could just draw the next game because we're way above them in goal difference.
I think what's going to be interesting is let's say, again, Chelsea's been so bad, so it's you have every chance that you're going to smash them. But if you guys lose to Chelsea and West Ham get a win at Newcastle, it gets really nervy on the last day.
Yeah. Then it's all really that's what we don't want. I'd much rather draw to Chelsea and then win and then go to the last day because then it's literally on us to win the game and not rely on West Ham. It's football. Mateus did well. He's taking corners.
Frustrating player though. I mean, he also gave up the kick. I don't think that's going to stop him from starting next week, though.
No, it won't stop him from starting next week. He didn't get anything for it. Richarlison got 8 points, I think. Workhorse in there. Colin Mwani, man, just does nothing on the Tottenham side. Honestly, on that right side, he's just a body at this point. Porro, amazing. Put up 14 points, I think, again. Just putting balls into the box. And yeah, man. We look, again, team looks better. Just didn't win the game. That's all.
Significantly better. I mean, Porro's last few games have been pretty sensational, right? Like, I'm looking here. It's 14.25 on the 12th, 23, 15, 9.75, 16.75. Oof.
Yep.
You know what I really like? What I think has been really good for you guys? It's been reflecting on points as much as Bentancur. You guys look so much better since he's been back.
Yeah.
Kinski had that save that probably was one of the better saves of the season.
He had several saves. That one that with the right hand, he got the one off the line in the first half. He had a couple good saves. I honestly, I want him as my starter. Nothing against Vicario. Yeah. I think he's been found out, and I want Kingsley as my centre back.
Interesting. This is an interesting stat you pulled. Only Spurs and Villa that are the two teams in the Prem that have not been rewarded a penalty all season.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah,
man, that Maddison shout was even more pressing than at the end.
I wasn't even surprised at that point when I saw it. Like, I know they say he got a touch on the ball, but the ball was still on its way, and Maddison still got taken out.
Yeah, I think that's a tough one.
Yeah,
I think it's tough.
Yeah,
I think if I think it's one of those, if they called it on the field,
they wouldn't
overturn
it.
Yeah. I think it's hard to overturn. Okay, United draw Sunderland, meaning their fan will have to go all summer without a haircut. Ha ha. Question for you, and I maybe should ask this when Tico's here, but he's gone now. Is that, do you think that they're going to hire Carrick? And then A, and then B, do you think that's the right decision?
I don't think they're going to hire Carrick. I think that is the right decision to hire Carrick, though. I don't think they should go anybody else. I think they should try to hold out with Carrick for another whole season. Give him the opportunity. I think he deserves it for what he's done. But knowing Man United, I think they're going to find somebody to pick up the pieces and try. They want, with Man United, I feel like what they want a manager for 4 or 5 years, and they're trying to find it, and they haven't been able to find it since Fergie left.
Yeah, I think they're going to still hire him. I really do. I think if him getting Champions League from the position they're in, I think they're going to get him. I wonder, and I'm not saying it's the wrong decision, I just wonder if he's going to do a little similar to what Ollie did, though, where there's going to be a drop off. The like, it hasn't really reflected in the results, but they've also been like kind of they got away with some, like that Liverpool game, like even the Brentford game. It's like, and then obviously the Sunderland draw was bad, but I just like haven't been seeing it as much from when, in the way that like when Carrick was first there. And then I also wonder how much of that team is Bruno Fernandes, you know?
Yeah. And it's an easy fire too. So if he does start dropping off, it's an easy one to say.
Yeah, I just think the concern is there's a lot of coaches available this summer that aren't going to be available, you know? So then it's like a question of like, are you hanging on to Carrick? Is it gonna stop you from getting like a generational coach?
So if you watch how the Bournemouth players play, the Bournemouth team's playing, and then that coach is coming available, you're not going to say, "Hey, would you like an interview?"
No, I mean, I think it's pretty realistic to I think would be smart to really be taking that very seriously and thinking about it. I think it's going to be really hard from like an optics standpoint to let go of a guy that just rescued your season, even if you're worried about him like long term.
Yeah,
you know. So that's where I'm at with it. But okay, we'll see. Matoma off after 1 minute. Not much to think about there. I just don't even know what to really do with him. If you have him in leagues and whatnot, there's not much to do with him.
No.
Like, you know, Ben White off after 1 minute. Do you think he's done for the season?
I don't know. He came off after a minute though. It's never good.
It wasn't a minute. It was longer than a minute.
Was it? I thought it was
longer than a minute.
It was like it might have been like 7 or something, but he was off early.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was because they were looking really good when he was on the field, and then and then they stopped looking good essentially when he left the field because there was all these like crazy things that he did where he put like Declan Rice right back and stuff.
Silly, yeah.
Let's see here. Facts. Ben White came off in the 28th minute.
Oh, did it? I felt so early when I was watching it.
Calafiori off at half. That was supposedly tactical, no injury related.
Supposedly.
But here's there. Wirt's illness
Yeah.
I think he'll probably be fine for this coming week. If not, I think Rio Ngumoha is even more interesting. But if he does play, then I don't know. I just don't know if there's room in the team for Rio right now.
Yep.
All right, coming into game week 37, it's getting pretty crazy.
Yep.
Big matchups. City versus Bournemouth is a big one. I think that's going to be an interesting game. I think Bournemouth plays pretty well against City traditionally. I think Pep does not like playing against Iriola, so that'll be fun. Arsenal versus I would. That's not a game where I would be. If I had, I mean, I think you're going to start your Bournemouth defenders, but like I'm not necessarily rushing. If Kusanov comes back, I'm not rushing to start Kusanov necessarily. No. Might be one where I hold off. Obviously, you're going to start like a Nunez because you probably have to, and he's been so good all season. And like with Bournemouth, like you're obviously going to start Hill. You're obviously going to start Trueferret. I think he's been Trueferret's one of the hottest players in the league right now on the fantasy tracker and the heat tracker. So
I'm starting all my assets on both of these teams.
Even defenders, everything.
I'm
a little leery on some of the defenders, but yeah, I get it. But yeah, okay. Next game, Arsenal Burnley. I mean, do you think Burnley has any chance to do anything here? You think it's just
Arsenal's going to be too good for them, especially with Saka back, and Saka's just been tearing up that right hand side. And Burnley just they won't get a one in edgeways. The only way of them like stealing something is if they can just defend like gods and then steal a freaking set piece from somewhere. That's about it, mate.
Agree. Chelsea Tottenham.
Oof. I don't know about any of my assets on here. Maybe I'd play Porro because he's a put box in and tell.
Absolutely.
I would put in for Chelsea.
I think you're going to play all your Tottenham attacking players because the Chelsea defense have been so bad.
Cola, I wouldn't. Maybe Richarlison.
Maybe I think Gallagher too potentially.
Potentially, he only did I think he only got like 6 points this game in the last game. But like Enzo definitely for Chelsea.
Yeah, without a doubt,
stud. I'm thinking about dropping Palmer for this game. I should have dropped him this week. I had him on the bench and I put in Hinshelwood and then I swapped it out last minute because I was like, no, it's Palmer. I did that whole bias thing. I just don't think he's got it for the end of the season. I think he's done.
It's rough right now, huh?
Yeah, for fantasy wise, for me.
Yeah.
But Cucurella, I'm starting because he's going to go up. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think I wouldn't necessarily be like streaming Chelsea defenders.
No.
Danso, you mentioned. I mean, yeah.
Keep him busy. Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've said like whoever plays the left wing on Chelsea, you're probably not that excited about because that's been like kind of a black hole position.
Yeah.
You mentioned Palmer. I think he starts, but yeah, unless he can really lock in. I think the thing is with a game like this is just such a derby match, and you just don't really know how people are gonna be.
Yeah.
So it's a little tricky. But Chelsea's definitely ruined Tottenham before in these situations.
Yes, they have.
I think about the year that Leicester won the league.
Yep. Killed us.
Chelsea had nothing to play for, and they
Eden Hazard.
They were terrible, and they turned up and played in this game. And
Eden Hazard showed up.
Yeah.
Fucked us up. Yeah.
All right, West Ham Newcastle. Is that at the is that in Tyneside or is it?
I'm gonna assume it's in London because he has West Ham first.
St. James's Park.
So it's at Newcastle.
Yeah. So man, that's a tricky game. I mean, I think the thing with Newcastle is they haven't been particularly great. I think they won last week, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, they drew last week. They drew again.
They drew.
So I think I saw a stat that they have given up 25. Like they've given up the lead from like winning positions, like these 25 points. They've given up 25 points from winning positions this year, which is like the highest by a lot.
Is it? I thought Tottenham had the highest deficit of.
I think it's West Ham.
Oh,
I don't think Tottenham were in the lead that much.
Oh no, I'm thinking about something else.
But yeah, so I'm just saying that I think this is a tricky game, really tricky for West Ham. But I also think that we've talked about this a few times now. It's like, what is Tottenham or what is Newcastle playing for?
I don't think they're playing for Europe anymore. I think they're out of it. So
they're pretty out of it. They're not threatened relegation wise. So then you're looking at a lot of guys who are probably thinking about the World Cup.
Yeah.
Bruno Guimaraes, Voltamad.
Voltamad won't start.
He started last game.
Yeah, I don't think he'll start. I think it'll be a Sula again.
Yeah, I mean, I think Joelinton, Guimaraes should probably be thinking World Cup. I think there's a lot of guys that are going to be probably not 1,000%. So they just can't really afford you. And with West Ham, they're going to be killing. Every single ball is going to be a war zone.
I need Newcastle to win. Ball. I need Newcastle to win. Just win. Just win, Newcastle.
Just for your
Give
heart,
me a favor.
For your well-being.
Integrity. Come on.
All right, that's all I have. Do you have anything else, Enz?
Not really. Barcelona won the Clasico and they won the league at the same time.
That
Congratulations.
felt like a humiliation ritual for
It
Real Madrid.
was.
Just
It
to have that, to lose at Camp Nou, and then that was the season.
Yeah.
That was pretty brutal.
So now every league has been decided besides the Premier, all the out of the top 5 leagues. So Italian league, Inter Milan won, right?
Okay.
Bayern Munich won Bundesliga. PSG's won,
easy.
and now Barcelona's won Spanish league. Now it's just still the Premier League that hasn't been decided yet.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like that.
Yeah,
Competitive.
very competitive.
All right, this has been episode 134 of Draft Offsides. My name is Keith. I'm with Enzo, and previously Tico. He had to dip off a little early. Follow us at Draft Offsides. Go to our website, www.draftoffsides.com. Check out our heat tracker tool, and we will see you next week for Game Week 37.
Yeah,
we will see. I won't see you. I'll be out of town, but Enzo and Tico will see you.
Yeah, my last one in America.
Last one in America before he heads out back over.
Guys, please leave some comments on what you feel about the Arsenal West Ham game. I would love to hear from you.
I would love to hear.
Would love to hear from you.
License with the master thing. I just need them not to score like 10 goals.
Well, yeah, or you don't need anyone to get sent off.
Yeah, I just need him to do like Keller, just keep shooting the ball at him.
That was crazy, bro. Yeah, you're fine. It's honestly, mate. It's literally you've got it. I think I think you've got it. So I think I'll have second. I don't even think I'll get second in the other league, in the main league. I think I'm going to get third because even though I'm going to beat, I'm pretty sure I'm going to beat Galacticos this week, Chris. And even if Sergey beats the Dewey brothers, he's scored like 160, nearly 200 more points than I have. So
bro, why has Sting been very quiet? Chris has been very quiet in the chat.
I spoke to him yesterday and the other day. I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, let's be honest here. Sometimes I go to that chat room after not saying nothing, or say I put some rage bait in there, or whoever does some rage bait, and then there's like 100 messages. And you have to go through each and every one.
Well, yeah, today I was annoyed because there was like 50 messages talking about some American player. Like, what are we doing here?
Today I was just throwing out names. I had no idea about American players. I had to go Google it. I was like, that Ajimang, I pulled that one out of my ass. Don't know what it is. But then he started using different names for players, like Fallow for Balagoon. You know what I mean? Like, just use his name. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think you're going to get second from bottom and you're going to get top in another league, and it's going to be horrible. It's going to be really bad like next year. So I'm going to have to deal with you, who's won in both leagues. And then going to have to deal with Sergey for a whole 10 years of gloating about Arsenal winning the league. And about how they're the best team and you got to put them above Alex Ferguson's Man United 98-9-19.
What is more impressive, Thomas winning the same league twice or me winning back-to-back different leagues? Me winning back-to-back different leagues.
It'll be Thomas winning this league twice already. Because we've only had 4 seasons, so he's already won 50% of them. That's pretty impressive. I think consistency is good. Like, you see how I'm in second and I'm going to get third at least in the other league, I feel. Consistency and showing, strong management, I think that's pretty good.
Okay, come down. You sound like Arsenal when they had Arsene Wenger. We finished top 4. By the way, that was a huge accomplishment for Sergey for like the longest time. For 2 years. Oh, look at our team. We finished top 4. We suck. All right. What do you want me to do?
Arsenal's a good team, man. I just don't think they need the help from the fucking referees. That's just my opinion.
Well, then they wouldn't win anything.
Would you
also,
say?
that wasn't helping Arsenal. That was helping Tottenham.
Bruv, I'm a Tottenham fan, and watching that, I was freaking in disbelief. Doesn't matter about who was helping.
I think that was
it matters. It matters. No, it matters. I think there was many fouls in there, and I think I've seen Arsenal do so many more than that one. You just said no?
Not to that extent.
Bruv, I've seen Raya punch João Pedro across the head. I've seen Rice handball it and then not freaking get given while he's put someone in a chokehold. I've seen you manhandle Vicario many times and it's okay.
That's different.
No, it's not.
I tell you what. Look.
No, don't tell me why.
I'll tell you what.
I don't want to hear what your why is.
Okay, then I won't say it.
Good, because you're just gonna make yourself sound worse. And I don't want you to sound like that on here.
No, I'm not, because first of all, if they did that to, let's say they did the same thing they did to Raya to an outfield player, I wouldn't mind much. But the fact that they did it to goalkeeper is different.
You
And
do it
what
to the
Ars-
goalkeeper every time. What are you
No.
talking about?
Listen, what we do is we don't grab and pull them. We just block them. We screen them. And whatever we do it before the ball is played inside.
Oh,
Whenever the ball is in, we don't touch the goalkeeper. We have a lot of fouls called on us that we push the goalkeeper. Just go back and look at it.
oh yeah, okay, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
So it's not like we do it every
Bro,
time.
you are justifying you cheating is what you just done there.
No, I'm
Yes,
not
you have. You've justified cheating.
the ref calling that Arsenal cheating. No, we
No.
don't cheat.
No, I'm not saying
Did
him
you
pointing.
notice how high his voice went?
I know.
We don't cheat.
Oh my god, you didn't see
Bro,
the
I don't
vice.
have
You didn't
I
see
think-
Gabriel literally leaning down, crouching, pulling that player down. You don't think that affected
Listen,
him? You think his
I want to-
arm? You think his arm would have been a?
Enzo, but to be fair,
Look.
Rice has been hugging players the whole year, so you can't.
That's
really
what
call
I'm
it, is it?
saying. That's
No,
what
that's
I'm,
what
no.
Cucurella does. That's what Cucurella does.
His name is
And I'm not
Cucurella.
just. I'm
Don't
not,
give me examples.
No. I'm
Don't
not.
give me
and look,
examples of player on player. I'm talking about
no,
player
no,
on
no, 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 no.
goalkeeper.
Look.
Don't give me
You
that
do it to
bullshit.
everybody. No. Don't. No credibility. I'm sorry. This is why nobody likes Arsenal because of the way you guys act.
Why?
And how you
Did you see-
justify it.
Enzo,
No.
did you see Bernardo Silva tackling that guy from Everton? Did you see that clip?
You're using another.
Why was that
and
the-
I'm not saying that isn't wrong. That's wrong too. But
Well,
Arsenal
I
gets
don't
away
see you
with it.
complaining about that.
But Arsenal gets away with it all the time.
So does Man City. Everybody.
Arsenal gets away
Look,
with it all
here
the
comes
time.
the Chelsea guy. Ask him if Cucurella gets away with that. I'm not talking about. Don't give me like pulling and pushing on player like outfield players. I'm talking about like player on goalkeeper.
Hey, Chelsea
That's
guy.
what I'm talking about. Even the Man United one.
You
that's not the
impede
same, man.
the goalkeeper on many occasions.
Nope.
Or you stop a goal opportunity on many occasions. I do
Show
not
me
care.
the video.
Dude,
Are you guys talking about it still?
go on Instagram. Go
Yeah.
on Instagram, my guy. I'm sure.
No, on Instagram is
put on your
pictures,
blinders. Put on your blinders and go
on
look at Instagram.
On Instagram is pictures. Pictures are misleading. Even the Man United picture that you have, if you look at the video, that's before the ball is played.
Still
That's
a foul.
before the ball is played.
Still a foul.
There's a big difference.
Still a foul.
I mean, my take is that it is for sure a foul, but it's been so inconsistent that I could see why people would be really frustrated.
No, people are frustrated because it's Arsenal. If this
No.
was West Ham against some other team, nobody would be.
Well, because no one would care
frustrated.
because I wouldn't have changed the title. You know what I mean? I think it's just that. I mean, this has happened with Arsenal multiple times this year. Like, look
No,
at
it
the João
hasn't.
Pedro. Look at the things with Chelsea. It happened twice against Chelsea. With
No,
João
it hasn't.
Pedro, David Raya literally punched João Pedro in the face.
I said this
Oh, did you
already.
see the picture I sent? Onana punching the Wolves guy? That wasn't called a foul.
And we said that was a foul on this pod.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
so
but,
it's,
Sergey,
so
what
they
I'm
are
saying,
being
that's a
consistent.
great example. It's like
So
it's
they
that,
are being consistent. It's not
no, they're
being called.
it's not being called. So then this shouldn't have been called.
So it's consistent. What's the problem then?
This well, then,
Oh,
if
Save
it's,
it for
if it
the
was
pod.
consistent,
Save it for
then
the
this
pod. Save it for the pod.
We're
is this not
recording
the
right
pod?
now, Sergey. We're recording right
Yeah,
now.
but
This
it's
is
not
for the pod.
pod. We're just,
No, this
we're
is
just
good.
talking.
No. Keep this in the pod.
Okay, let's just start the episode.
You psycho.
Sergey doesn't actually want to be involved.
You know what's
So-
funny? You know what's funny? That dinner we went to, like me and Sergey get along fine. But as soon as it gets onto WhatsApp or on here, we're going off.
Bro, because everybody's turning all righteous, biased. There's, oh, the ref didn't call it. Get out of here. The only reason everybody's up and up is because it's Arsenal.
No, that's not the
okay.
reason.
I think you're having a little ego moment too. I don't think it's just because it's Arsenal.
No, so I might be wrong, Serge. So for all the other ones, the goals that Arsenal score like that, do they go to VAR every time? This one they
Which
went to VAR.
one?
They, or,
Which one? Everybody's saying all the other ones. Show me which ones.
I'm not. I'm
Let's
asking
watch
you,
them.
I'm-
So far, I
You-
have not seen any picture that is similar to the one that happened to Raya.
You're
not
you're
even
not
close.
you're not answering
Not
my
even
question.
close.
You're not
These-
answering my question. You're not even. I'm saying from the goals that Arsenal score from the corners, from those set pieces, do they usually go to VAR or they don't go to VAR? Because I don't think I don't
Sometimes
remember
they do,
seeing it.
sometimes they don't. I don't know. Which one are you? I don't know which one you're talking about. I don't remember all of them.
Slippery.
Convenient.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
You're just telling me from all the goals. I don't know which one.
You know what? I'm gonna tell Mom you're being mean to me.
None of the goals they scored, nothing like this happened. No
Okay.
Arsenal player was holding a goalkeeper's arm.
Yeah, sure.
I think the goalkeeper element is
I've
true.
seen Ben White.
Here, let's okay.
I've
The
seen
goalkeeper
White
element is
hold
true.
on to arms all day.
But I think,
Bro,
I think that there's been a
Enzo,
lot of
that's before the ball is played, bro.
Get
What are
out
you
of
talking
here.
about?
Get out of here, bro.
Or what about Declan Rice literally grappling two players?
That doesn't
before
matter,
too?
Keith, because it's not touching a goalkeeper. That's what he's going to say to
No,
you
I
right
don't-
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I think
the
that's
corner
valid. I think
kick-
it is a foul. I think it is a foul. I think it's a foul. I think it's a
If
foul.
you're going to look at the foul on the goalkeeper, you look at all the fouls that happened before that.
Okay,
And then what
so
do they do?
look
They
at
do like an
every
NFL thing where
single
like the
game.
fouls cancel each other. The fouls cancel each other out. Goal
And
allowed.
I agree.
I
Looking
think
at
that's an
every
interesting
single game.
idea.
But
Yeah.
that's me looking at it. If my team was doing that, you got your own eyes. You can't justify the cheating. You can't.
Okay,
I don't think
it's
he's
like this.
cheating. It's consistently, they haven't been calling that the whole year. So Cucurella
Here-
grabs everybody on every corner kick. Bernardo Silva didn't get penalty called against Everton. That was a big penalty if they called it, right? Big swing on the championship.
It's crazy how I remember all the other teams going to VAR, but not the Arsenal ones.
That was
Thank
3
you.
days ago, idiot.
I think this. I feel like it's actually really similar. It's really similar to, and this is gonna drive you guys crazy. It's really similar to Blueco and like the way that they've been doing like creative accounting, where it's there's no rule against it. So like I don't really blame you for doing it. You know what I mean? That now it's kind of Arsenal's MO. But
Just
then
moral
it just
compass.
feels, but it feels very like it feels like it would have been poetic justice. Like there would have been a righteousness to it if they're like if that wasn't called either. Even though I do agree it is a foul. I just
It's
felt
a
like
foul, bro. It's
it's a foul.
It's not
I'm
even a
not-
question. It's
But
a
no
foul.
one's saying
But I'm
it's
saying
not
that they
foul.
haven't been calling those types of plays, albeit that was on a goalkeeper. It's different. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said, kid.
But I've
If
seen
it
them.
wasn't
They've been
Raya,
fouling
if it was a
goalkeepers
different
all
player,
season, bro.
I wouldn't argue. I wouldn't
Guys.
argue because every corner kick, this
we're
happens.
Tico's
Yeah.
on the clock. Tico's the clock.
Yeah.
Okay. Sergey, can you cut that in, or do we need to redo this conversation for the pod?
No, you're good.
No, I could put that in, but you can still talk about it.